After this crazy year we've just been through, a lot of us will have felt some sort of strain on our finances, either pushing us into more debt or having it eat away at our savings. And most of us, myself included, have had in the past, or still have, unhealthy personal finances, and have left it for their future self to deal with. But now we are our future selves. We've realised that was such a bad decision to make, and now it's not going to be easy to deal with. What can we do to improve our financial health? And what steps can we take to protect ourselves in the future? And if we do a good job to set up our finances in the present, then we can guarantee the future version of us will be very thankful for it. So, here are 3 goals everyone should set for 2021 to create a healthy financial future. One of the main things holding most of us back financially is our consumer debt. Consumer debt comes in the form of credit cards, short-term loans, or car finance. Now, I did just look at the average credit card interest, and I was surprised to find that is a whopping 16%. Now, that's a lot of money people are giving to these banks, just to have the ability to buy all these things we don't need. Now, debt isn't something we can fully remove from our lives. It has its uses. One of those is being able to buy a house. But even when it comes to getting a mortgage, we should all be aware of the debt we're getting into. And also we need to make sure we can pay back that amount if our personal situation changes. Do any of you know your current savings rate? I want to have a guess and say that most of you don't. Now, your savings rate is an important factor when it comes to improving your finances. And working out this number gives you an understanding of what your money is doing and where it could be better spent. To work out your own expenses rate, you'll need to know your income and your expenses. Just get a rough estimate on things you spend each month, such as rent, food, travel. And then once you have that figure, you can work out your savings rate percentage. The formula for working out your savings percentage is as follows. You get your expenses amount times by 100, then you divide that whole number by your income. This will give you your savings rate percentage. So, here's an example. You take the amount you save each month, let's say that's $400, multiply that by 100, which is 40,000, and then you divide that number by your income, and let's say that's $2,000 per month, which gives you the number 20. And that number is your savings rate percentage. In this example, it was 20%. Now, once you have this number worked out, you should think about increasing this an additional 10% as your goal. And using the example I just used before, your savings rate there would be 20%, which is $400 per month, and add 10% to that to make 30%, you'll need to save $600 per month. Now, this may sound difficult at first, but once you work out what you're spending money on, then you'll be more aware of what you're able to cut back on, leading to more mindful spending habits. Now, starting a budget is a great way to allocate your expenses and be able to track where your money is going, eliminating those bad spending habits to help maximize your savings ability. To be effective with this budgeting, I'd recommend using separate bank accounts for different uses. And I'd also say to set up an auto payment so you don't get slack and start spending money on things that aren't in your budget. For me personally, I have one account, which is my main current account. This is where my money comes in from my employer and then all my bills go out of as well. And then the leftover amount is transferred into my other accounts. A percentage of my income, roughly around 10%, gets transferred automatically into a spending account. This is used for my non-essential spending or luxuries. And this includes things such as going out for food or drink, grabbing a coffee, or sometimes for something a bit bigger, such as going on holiday. The remaining money left in my main account after bills and the 10% I transfer to my spending account is moved to my investment account. And that money is then used to invest in the stock market, buying ETFs for long-term investments. And the final account I have is an emergency savings account. This equals about 3 months of expenses. You should think of this as a last resort account, only for those times when things are really tough or you're hit with large expenses. This system is easy to be set up by anyone, so what are you waiting for? As a side note, I would say to pay off any debt and fill up your emergency savings account before even thinking about investing, because if something comes up and you need access to your money, the market might be low and you won't be in a good position to sell, which could end up with you losing some of your money. Now that's it for part 1, guys. I hope this video has inspired you to make better financial decisions for 2021. Be sure to check out part 2 for more goals to make in 2021. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to stay up to date. See you on the next one. Bye.